Welcome back, folks. So the latest State of Play is finished and we got an insight into all of the upcoming titles in both 2026 and some which are slated for 2027. Overall, it was okay for me personally. There are some titles which I'm excited about and some less, but at least there is something for everyone. Also, as expected, we have not seen anything from CD Projekt, even though some people expected news about that rumored Witcher 3 expansion, DLC, whatever, but to be honest, I was skeptical as there weren't any signs whatsoever it's going to appear there, and in the end, well, it didn't, specifically because CD Projekt is not really known to reveal games on State of Play, so that theory didn't make any sense. But let's go back to games that were actually revealed because there is a lot to talk about. 007 First Light released a new trailer showcasing more of the game, including some story segments like the enemy being 009 that we have to take down. As expected, being it's a 007 title, it will be action-packed, lots of destruction, and sort of reminds me of Uncharted, and a lot of people were saying this like in terms of the gameplay formula, but for me that's okay. And I really hope it turns out well. Personally, I wasn't sold during that last gameplay event because at the airport section it felt a bit too easy and just weird how everything was playing out. Now, I understand it's mostly for presentation purposes, nobody is going to sweat on highest difficulty for marketing, but this trailer made it much better in my opinion. We also got to see Lenny James. I think he is an amazing actor, so including him here is very nice. Besides, Patrick Gibson, that we already knew about, is there as well. For everyone who watched Dexter Original Sin probably remembers him from there. My biggest worry right now is about optimization. I just hope once this is out that it's going to run well. Also, First Light is coming out on May 27th, 2026 for PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S. Next up we have Control Resonant. To be honest, after seeing proper gameplay for this, I kept thinking about Prototype, a legendary title that I really enjoyed, and it's a shame that the IP was abandoned because this one really reminds me of that. Now, Resonant, when they initially revealed it, was interesting because it was very much different from the first Control game, this time putting us in the shoes of Dylan, who is using Aberrant, a shape-shifting weapon that looks interesting in action, and overall level design is cool with these rotating perspectives of buildings, which sort of goes in line with this pseudo dreamlike scenarios that are part of this universe, so I'm very much looking forward to see where the story continues. I'm a big fan of Control in general, played it a lot, and I remember graphically the game looked insane for that time, so I will be checking out this game when it's out. It's coming out in 2026 with no exact release date yet. Castlevania fans are also eating good, for a lack of a better word, because Belmont's Curse has been announced. It's going to be a 2D action exploration game and it's taking us to Paris in 1499. Whip, as expected, will be, back, lots of platforming, and even though I'm not really big into Castlevania as a series, in general, I will definitely check this out. No exact release date yet, just says 2026 for now. It's also developed by Evil Empire, who worked on Dead Cells DLCs and the Rogue Prince of Persia. In general, they have a lot of experience with these sort of titles, which is good news. Speaking of good news, Kojima also gave us a trailer for Death Stranding 2, which is coming out on PC March 19th. I was very much looking forward to this, and it was sort of expected. Even before State of Play, Kojima released an image editing something, and in the corner there was a trace of the image, which the community quickly decoded, so not a huge surprise, but a welcome one. PC port will have unlocked frame rate during gameplay, ultra widescreen support, DualSense control support, upscaling and frame gen. If you haven't played this, then I really recommend it. Besides that, if you enjoyed the first one, they really popped off in the sequel, so definitely a huge recommendation from me. God of War is also making a return, or well, specifically the original Greek trilogy will be getting a remake. This was announced by T.C. Carson, who is the original voice actor for Kratos, and to be honest, it was good seeing him back in action. We don't have any specific gameplay yet, but alongside it they also released God of War Sons of Sparta, which follows Kratos and Deimos before everything that happened in the original trilogy and before becoming a god. Interesting that they went for a 2D action adventure, but this was a passion project, so no surprise. So far people really enjoyed it seems. I haven't had a chance to try it out yet as I have to work on this video, but it is the weekend and I will have something to play. Now also they showed Ghost of Yotei Legends, which is going to be a part of update 1.5 for the said game, and it brings co-op multiplayer mode into the game itself. Now Tsushima multiplayer was sort of fun and I will be checking this out one as well. Patch 1.5 arrives on March 10th, so just in a few weeks. Now my biggest surprise of the event was the John Wick game, where Keanu is going to reprise his role as well. So yes, you will have more Keanu in more games. And it's been a while since I played a good gun fu game, so Wick is sort of the perfect way of doing it today. There isn't too much, but it's done by Saber, so I expect a full-on action-packed game. In the end we sort of saw maybe a bit of gameplay which is captured on PlayStation 5, the rest before that wasn't gameplay as it said down below, but at least we got the hang of what they want to do here. We have no release date yet, and even the name itself is unknown. I mean, so far it's just a John Wick game, but there will be an official title drop later. And for all of you Metal Gear Solid fans, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 2 has been announced as well, which will give us Peace Walker and Guns of the Patriots on PlayStation 5. This is good because, well, you could play these titles, but MGS4 is a PS3 title, I believe, and having an easier way to play it now is cool. Alongside Peace Walker, which was released on PSP. Good times, better times. I mean, honestly, it's a shame that Sony didn't continue pursuing portable, especially now with how trendy it is these days. And I do remember that, going back from PSP then to, PlayStation Vita, that was, good stuff. And I was honestly surprised back in the day when they said we're not gonna be, continuing to develop this thing, which I, again, still think was a giant mistake. Volume 1 also received a final update which makes those versions a bit better with higher textures, so if you have it, check it out because update was released during the presentation itself. New trailer was also released for Resident Evil 9, showcasing more of the story as well as familiar locations like RPD because, well, after all of these years, Leon is going back to it, alongside his Raccoon City syndrome, and that's actually what we see on his body. It's a very interesting thing. There was a snippet of a document showing that this syndrome can remain dormant in the body for a very long time, and ultimately the end result is death. So I'm hoping that this won't be the end of Leon and that there will be a cure. Maybe even Grace or her blood or something might be a cure. I mean, pure speculation so far. To be honest, I just wanna see Ada again, so hopefully she makes a comeback as well. Sadly, no demo yet. I expected it to be available already, but who knows? I mean, the game is launching in what? 2 weeks, the long wait is almost done, and graphically, I mean, RE9 looks insane, and in general I'm very happy with how RE engine performs and looks at the same time. It's one of those rare engines that can look really good, and at least from my personal experience, in most of the cases it was performing incredibly well. Besides that, new Silent Hill game was announced. Townfall is coming out in 2026 and it's going to be a new entry into the franchise, fully first person from what I understand, and completely new town. Now, I'm sure there were rumors about this before, but I wasn't following, so this was a big surprise to me once they announced it. And to be honest, having both Silent Hill and Resident Evil in the same year, I mean, I don't mind it, so very much looking forward to this because Annapurna Studio is involved as well, and I think they have some very good ideas when it comes to horror genres, so I hope this one will capture that feeling well, especially because it's designed differently to Silent Hill F, which I honestly also enjoyed. Star Wars Galactic Racer gameplay trailer was released as well. I am really hoping that this one will be that definitive pod racing experience. I mean, from the trailer it looked like it has potential and sense of speed, but until this is out and I tried, there is only so much I can say about it. I mean, it is releasing in 2026, no exact date yet, but Star Wars fans have been hoping for this for a very long time, so fingers crossed. Next title I'm sort of looking forward to is also Project Windless, which is based on the Korean novel series The Bird That Brings Tears, and we will be playing as one of the Recons, who are a nomadic warrior race of humanoid birds known for their immense physical strength and size. I mean, it looks fun, we shall see. Sony showed Pragmata again. This title is sort of good in a weird way. I'm still trying to like properly decode what the game is going to be about in general. I mean, we've obviously seen some of the gameplay from this trailer, but it is coming out on April 24th, which is less than 2 weeks, so we're going to see it for ourselves. For the rest, we got Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. It's launching today digitally for PlayStation 5, brings new levels, reimagined soundtrack, enhanced gameplay features, interactive documentary, and never before playable prototype of the game. So for all of the Rayman fans, I think this is going to be great. We also got Saros, which seems to be a spiritual successor to Returnal, or well, it's going to be a roguelike. I mean, combat feels good, so I will check it out. And to be honest, even in the Returnal, I actually really enjoyed the game, especially again from the combat perspective. So if this one really captures that feeling again the same, and I've seen from some of the elements here which were shown of how we can sort of shape the run that we want to do, like depending on the difficulty scale and what sort of, how would I say, modifiers we want to use in each one of our runs, and we have to be very careful about it, because if we go too far it might actually break the run. So it's an interesting concept that I really want to see in action. Marathon also made an appearance with the launch gameplay trailer. There is going to be a server slam weekend from February 26th to March 2nd, and the actual game is releasing on March 5th, 2026. I mean, overall, I'm sort of interested to check this out. I mean, there is only so many extraction looter shooters I can play, but I will check it out. And I mean, for everyone who is excited about this title, I hope it's a success, but at the end of the day, I'm very interested to see how people are going to react and how much player attention it's going to retain overall. I mean, we will find out soon. There are also more titles like Crimson Moon, where at first I actually thought it was going to be a new Darksiders game, but this is different, and it will be an action-adventure RPG alongside Kena Scars of Cosmora, which is a new game in the franchise, being that Kena Bridge of Spirits, released in 2022, and overall it was an enjoyable title, so I am sure that people who liked the first one are very excited for this one as well. And these were sort of the biggest games that I'm looking forward to from State of Play. There was a lot more, you know, to cover, some smaller, some bigger, like for example, we have Darwin's Paradox, we have Dead or Alive 6 Last Round, so very interesting titles to check out here and there. Of course, I will leave you a link down below on the official Sony website so you can go through all of those releases yourself, and if you want to check out trailers themselves. As I already said, for me personally, this showcase was okay. I mean, nothing grand, but at the same time I wasn't disappointed, because again, there are titles here which I'm excited about. I mean, 2026 will be a busy year for gaming. We are also approaching the release of GTA 6, you know, being that there are no further delays, hopefully, and I really hope that all of these games find their spot, seeing how packed second part of the year will be, so I just hope, you know, things are gonna be good on that front. But tell me down below, what do you think about all of this? Did you enjoy the event or not? And what are the titles you are looking forward to most? Or maybe, you know, you're looking forward to some other titles. I think one of the major things I've seen people talk about is that there weren't any like VR games, and I don't think they actually showed any. So for everyone who is using PlayStation VR 2, I think this was a bit disappointing. But of course, you can tell me all about it down below in the comments. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing for more. Join our community on Twitter and Discord. Big thanks to my Patreon supporters, and I will see you soon with a new video showcasing some of these games, obviously when they release as well. Bye bye.